Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Quizfire Studio.
Think you know rock and roll? Join us on this time travel to the start of the rock and roll, from legendary icons to charts, topping hits. Let's put your knowledge to the ultimate test. Get ready for a fun, fast-paced quiz that only true pop fans can ace. Like, share, and subscribe to Quizfire Studio for more epic music. Before rock and roll, which music genres influenced its sound the most? Blues and country. Early rock artists, including Elvis and Chuck Berry, were deeply influenced by blues and country storytelling. What song is often credited as the first rock and roll record? Rocket 88. This 1951 track had distorted guitar and upbeat energy, two trademarks of rock music. Who was known as the father of rock and roll? Chuck Berry. Berry's guitar riffs and energetic stage presence defined early rock. What was the name of the Memphis recording studio where Elvis Presley first recorded? Sun Studio. Elvis walked into Sun Studios to record a song for his mother, but the owner, Sam Phillips, saw something special in him. Which legendary DJ helped popularize rock and roll on the radio? Alan Freed. Freed coined the term rock and roll and introduced it to a wider audience. What movie helped make rock and roll a teenage sensation? The Blackboard Jungle. This film featured Bill Haley's Rock Around the Clock, sparking a rock and roll craze among teenagers. What was Little Richard's signature phrase in his hit Tutti Frutti? A wop bopaloo bopalop bam boom. Little Richard's wild energy and falsetto screams became a defining sound of early rock. What was the title of Elvis Presley's first #1 hit on the Billboard charts? Heartbreak Hotel. This song, released in 1956, launched Elvis into superstardom. Buddy Holly and the Crickets inspired which legendary band's name? The Beatles. The Beatles' name was partly inspired by the Crickets' Buddy Holly's band. What controversial onstage move made Elvis Presley a sensation and scandalous? His hip-shaking dance moves. Elvis's hip-swinging performances were so shocking that some TV shows only filmed him from the waist up. What was Chuck Berry's iconic dance move called? The duck walk. Chuck Berry would hop across the stage playing his guitar while bending his knees, one of the first rock star moves. What tragic event is known as the day the music died? The plane crash that killed Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper. This tragic event on February 3, 1959, inspired Don McLean's song American Pie. Which rock icon was known for his leather jacket and rebellious style? Gene Vincent. Vincent's leather-clad image set the stage for rock's rebellious look. What was the name of the TV show that helped launch many rock artists? American Bandstand. Hosted by Dick Clark, this show brought rock music into American homes. Which city became known as the birthplace of surf rock? Los Angeles. Bands like the Beach Boys helped define the California surf rock sound. The Rolling Stones were heavily influenced by which blues artist? Muddy Waters. The band's name even came from a Muddy Waters song. What event sparked the British invasion in the US? Beatles' performance on The Ed Sullivan Show. Over 73 million people watched the Fab Four perform, changing rock history forever. What was the Beatles' first US #1 hit? I Want to Hold Your Hand. This song kicked off Beatlemania in the United States. Bob Dylan shocked fans by doing what at the Newport Folk Festival? playing an electric guitar. His switch to electric rock caused major controversy. What rock band pioneered psychedelic rock with the album Revolver? The Beatles. Revolver featured experimental sounds that defined psychedelic rock. What famous music festival took place in San Francisco during the Summer of Love? Monterey Pop Festival. This festival introduced Jimi Hendrix, The Who, and Janis Joplin to wider audiences. What rock anthem was the first to use heavy distortion and feedback? You Really Got Me. The Kinks' distorted power chords influenced hard rock and punk. Who was the first person inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Elvis Presley. The Rock Hall opened in 1986, and Elvis was one of the first inductees.
Thanks for joining us today on Quizpire Studio. Be sure to drop your score in the comments below. Give us a big old thumbs up if you had fun, and don't forget to subscribe. And hey, why not share this video with your friends and challenge them too? Helps us around. See y'all next time, and until then, keep on honky tonkin'.